G'day, welcome to our first triple whammy episode of Film Fanny Reviews. Today, we're of course going to be reviewing three different movies. Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, Blackwater, and Killer Klowns from Outer Space. The first movie we're going to review today is Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. This horror movie, made in 1920, is perhaps the first known horror movie ever made. It cannot be overstated the importance that this movie played in the making of cinema, especially the horror genre. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is a very surreal movie, terrific use of shadows, and an interesting set full of sharp angled buildings and objects. Very, very stylized, and it works. There's also an amazing plot twist at the end, but I don't want to spoil it. Look, I can't overstate the importance that shadow plays in the horror of this movie. Just have a look at this scene, and I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, I know, I cut the scene short, but you can see what I mean just by looking at that. The unnatural movements that Caesar, the guy with the knife at the end, is making across the wall, it just gives me the creeps. It's just so perfectly well done. You just can't overstate these things. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is one of the best, not even the best horror movies out there. It is one of the best movies out there. It's just so well made. It's terrific. And for that reason, I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 stars. The next movie that we're going to review is Blackwater, an Australian horror movie from 2007, based on a true story about a group of people who go out for a boat ride out in the Billabong and they end up getting attacked by a crocodile. Crocodiles are possibly the most dangerous animal in Australia, and Blackwater perfectly captures this, Bunch of great actors throughout the movie, They look scared, for real, like, they actually look like they're scared that this crocodile's about to eat them at any minute. Great acting. There's a lot of things that Blackwater does right. I just mentioned the acting, the fact that it captures a real fear, and also the effects itself. Blackwater doesn't focus too much on CGI and all this cool Hollywood flashy stuff. It's very, very realistic in terms of the use of the effects. The crocodile actually looks real. Very, very, very well done in terms of that. But there's also a lot of negative things about the movie. And the main one for me was the fact that the characters didn't always react realistically to the situation. Like, the acting at times, like I said earlier, I said that they were really scared of this crocodile, and yes, but at times they would sit around and tease each other about who was going to get eaten next and stuff, and I thought, I don't think that's how people would react in a situation where a crocodile is about to eat them. But yeah, it's pretty good horror. I mean, there's parts where they actually have to go into the water. They're up in the mangroves trying to hide from this crocodile, and they have to go into the water sometimes. And it just really well built up suspense here. Have a look at this. So yeah, I cut off the scene again. I don't want to spoil anything, nor do I want to get a copyright strike, but you know what I mean. But yeah, very, very well built up suspense there. The way the crocodile's head just rose out of the water, and you see how big it is compared to them, and it's just sitting there waiting to strike. Very well done suspense. But unfortunately, the characters teasing each other a little bit about being eaten by a crocodile brought the movie down a little bit, in my opinion. And so I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 stars. The third and final movie we're going to review today is Killer Klowns from Outer Space. Now, this movie's stupid, silly, but you know what? It's also fun. It's about a group of alien clowns that come to Earth and kill people for food by shooting them with a gun that turns them into fairy floss. You know what? Who cares? It's fun. I liked it. Not the best movie I've seen, It's really cheesy, but it's fun. And I think that's what's important, I think this clip I've got here really shows how much fun this movie can be. Just watch this.
Pizza!
Oh, pizza.
Yeah, as you can see, it's goofy, silly fun. Pretty cool to watch when you're by yourself or with friends, just for a bit of a laugh. Good horror comedy. The acting may not be that strong, but the movie in general is pretty good, so that's why I give it 3.5 stars out of 5. So, that wraps up today's episode, and you know what? It's been so much more fun now that I actually have a proper structure to do, and so, see you guys later.